Hello everybody, Iain Robson here, and welcome to Chellington Farm. I'm pretty sure that's how you say that. Anyways, I thought I would check this map out. I think it was Craig asked me to take a look at this map, so here we are, taking a look at it, seeing what it's like. So far, it's a super beefy map. If you look at my FPS there, it's a little bit on the lower side than I'd like, but it's a really nice map. So far, I haven't looked around a whole lot, but I really like what I see so far. So there you have your potatoes and sugar beets. You start off with some small equipment, nothing too crazy, but some nice stuff nonetheless. Here's a look what the map actually looks like here. Lots of variety, as you can see. Nothing square, which is kind of cool. This is kind of like more like a checking out episode rather than a full-on let's play. But I thought I'd show you around nonetheless, just to see, just to show you what it looks like. But so far, like I said, it is pretty nice. One of the very first things I noticed is, I'll be quiet, I'm going to turn the sound up for a second. That is from the game, not from outside my window. Normally it's from outside my window because I live where there's a tree right outside of my window, so often I get crows or any kind of bird basically making a ruckus out there. But this is what the map looks like. This is what the main yard looks like. Very detailed. It's got two clamps right here, as you can see, for silage, which is really nice. What happened there? That was really strange. Oh, it looked like the ground texture changed for some reason. That's weird. Don't know why it looked like it did there for a second. Anyhow, so let's take a look around. As you can see, this is a British map. It's not a North American map. And like I mentioned as well, I'm not sure how long I'll play on this map. I just wanted to take a look at it, see what it's like. Because a couple of people... Oh, that's kind of cool. Look at that. A couple of people mentioned that it was going to be a nice map, so I thought I'd take a look. So this is the cow pasture. Really neat little area here. You can actually mow it if you want to as well. As I mentioned, this is a very beefy map, so you need a hefty computer, it seems like, to run it. I'm running it not terrible, not amazing, not as nice as I would like, but my computer is finicky from time to time, so that's probably playing into it as well. I don't know what specs specifically you would need, but from what it seems like, even in the description it says, here's what it says. Remember, this is a very highly detailed map. You will need a high-spec computer to play it. Happy farming. But yeah, he's not lying. You definitely need a bit of a beefy computer. Those crows. That's awesome. So here we are. I don't know, do these automatically open? Or do I have to get out and open them up, I wonder? Oh, there we go. They are collidable, which is, as you just noticed. So you can open and close the gates. Whoa, super narrow lanes. Yikes. Super narrow lanes, as you can see. But that's fairly typical of England. Give way. Give way to what? I can't give way to anything. There's nothing nothing I could possibly give way to. It's not enough space. As you're aware, I do have traffic turned off from any map, basically. So I believe there is traffic on this map normally. But as you can see, I don't have it turned on at the moment. Ooh, what's that? Let's take a look at that texture real quick. So this is the plowed texture from what it seems like. Nice. Looks like... I'm not sure if that's a standard one or not, actually. I don't recall if it is or not. What type of price we're looking at for fields here? That's not terrible. 37,000. There's a moon over there. How many fields do you start off with? You start off with... none? Yep, that's what it looks like. You have no fields. Unless you own them all already, but it doesn't seem that way. Some of them are planted, it looks like, but they're not... some of them are planted, but you don't own any. So, you can harvest them if you want to. No soil mod, bit of a shame. This would have been a pretty neat map to have soil mod on, but not everybody digs the soil mod, which is totally cool. It looks like oats. Is that really oats? Or am I just seeing things? You're just seeing things. Okay. Thought it was oats there for a second. I'm like, oh, it's multi-fruit too? I didn't think it was, but... As you can see, you have lots of pastures that you can mow, should you choose to. That's actually the back end of our cows right there. our cow pasture. I don't know if the fences are collidable or not. Let's take a quick little collision test here. Are they collidable? Most likely. Yeah, that's what I thought. Just based on the fact that the doors themselves, the gates themselves are collidable, I am honestly not surprised that that was collidable as well. But very nice. It kind of reminds me a bit of Coldborough Park, a little bit. Right, we're in England. I have to go on the other side of the road. Reminds me a bit of Coldborough Park. Nothing too crazy. I'm not a huge fan of many British maps. I think the only map only British style map I really got into, I think, was probably Old Ridge Farm. In 2015 at least. In 2013, I don't know. I don't know if I encountered any maps that I really. I don't think so. Actually, there's a map that I liked, Nunston Farm, which is pretty cool, and they do have a soil mod version of that now out as well. So, which is pretty neat. Excellent. Look at this. Very cool. I like the overhang. The trees just hanging over the road just a little bit. That's really neat. Very cool. So far, actually, it's a nice map. Fairly large fields, but nothing States version 6 huge. But it's well, I guess they're respectable sizes or appropriately sized for this type of area. So can't really say much about that. Nice, very cool. Get out of the trees. Let's take a look. All right, let's take a look at that one right there. Alright, so here's an example of a field. One of the nice things, of course, is that, wow, look at that. Even has a little pathway going up. That is super neat. So if you like realism, this is a pretty realistic map. It's got a little bit of a ditch there and everything. Wow. You can go up to the top of the hill here and you can mow this down, looks like. Nice. I don't know why that right there. That's probably just from the cedar itself, I imagine. But that's really neat. I like the texture for the grass as well. Looks nice. And wow, that's a pretty steep hill. Holy smokes. I would not want to do that in a real tractor. That would be a little on the spooky side. Especially if you don't drive tractor very often. Get off the gate. There we go. There's an airplane, if you can see off in the distance there. Nice. Very cool. Alright, so it's an English map. Chellington, I think that's how you say it properly. I'm not British by a long shot. Well, I guess I'm more British than an American would be, I suppose, because of our because of Canada's ties with England, but yeah, the textures, they seem like they've changed the textures a little bit. Yeah, just seems that way. Very golden wheat from what it looks like, which is nice. So yeah, it looks like you can harvest all the other fields if you like, really, but you don't actually. Apparently, you don't own any fields unless I'm just seeing it wrong. Nope, it looks like you don't own any fields. There you go. Kind of cool. Different style. Reminds me of the newbie farm. Of course, the newbie farm, you didn't own any fields either. And we can't go anywhere from here. That's the end of the map. Let me just do a 3-point turn here. Whoop, that was my phone. I apologize. Probably came off a lot louder than it should have. Waiting for a phone call again, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately in this case, it's my mom coming to visit, so should be a good time. Always fun to visit with mom. Don't get to see her very often, unfortunately. I live like, how many kilometers would it be? 650 kilometers, I guess, away. Probably something around that area. I don't know how many miles that'd be, like 400, 500 miles, something like that. Alright, let's take this turn here. Alright, so this is just me checking out the map. I think it was Craig, like I said before, who was the one who wanted me to take a look at it. Very nice map. If you're looking for an English map, this is really cool. I'm digging it so far. Be aware that, oh, look at that, it even has an underpass. That's really cool. More map. I was saying this the other day, more maps should have these. And it has a bridge as well. Let's take a quick little stop on the bridge here. Very nice. Look at that. There, put the parking brake on. Looks like you could fish off this bridge or on the sides over there. Let's even put a little bit of weeds or grass down in there too to make it look like weeds. That is classy. Look at that. What if that's actually... No, I think those are cattails. Wow. That's crazy. A lot of detail in this map. Wow. Lots of little things, basically just adding it all up. That's nuts. Let's go take a look at the shop while we're in this direction. Take the parking brake off there. Yeah, very nice map. If you'd like me to play a little bit on this map, let me know in the comments below. I don't know how long I'll be able to play on this map, just because the style of it is not necessarily my style, but it is a nice map, so I will definitely check it out for a bit. If you'd like me to, of course. Here's the shop, New Holland Agriculture, with a couple of trucks parked there, and BFC, British... Not sure, no, that's... BFC is not British, because that says something Polish, I think, maybe? Not sure. Very cool, though. They have, like, it definitely looks like a shop, because, like, look, you got a forklift just sitting right there. You have a trailer sitting in here. You got a trailer with it tipped back like that. That's pretty classy, actually. Looks like there's a little bit of, if I go back in here, it looks like the trees come through a little bit, but that's negligible based on what else I've seen. Unless it's supposed to look like that. I don't know for sure. Anyways, so let's go ahead and start taking care of one of these fields. Now we do have a true. That's unfortunate. We had a header on a trailer, but it looks like the header fell off. Actually, what we'll do is, if we're going to do this way, we might as well just sell this real quick, and we'll sell this, and we will get headers. We want the, I forget what it's called now. We want the Gernhof, which is $41,000, which means we'll have to save some money, or, well, borrow some money probably. Let's go ahead and borrow, and borrow. Perfect. And then we'll get that header, because that is, for maps like this, if you don't like dealing with the headers, putting them on and off the trailers and having them fall off all over the place, because not many trailers have a very good locking script, then you can do what I just did there and buy the folding header, which is way down there. Reset that. So there's the reset point right there, right in front of us, right in the main yard. Probably don't have a whole lot of space actually for a whole lot of space for resetting vehicles, from what it seems like at least. Oops. There we go. Alright, let's get this header attached, and then we'll go attack the first field. Which field's closest? And which field's actually ready? 6. So these ones right here. Are they ready? 6 is ready, and 1 is ready. What is actually 1? I don't think we have sunflowers in all this. This is just from a different map I have installed. That is the problem there. So let's go and work on this field right up here. 6, I think it is. Nope, that's not the right way. That's the way to the that is the way to the cows. This is the problem well, for me personally, because I don't play a lot on British maps and I don't stay on them very long, I have problems with trying to figure out where the entrances and exits are. How big is that? Oh, that's perfect. The entrance to this field, where would make sense? Up there, maybe? So because you can't just drive through all the fences, you have to take that kind of stuff into consideration. Like, for example, how do I get into this field? Which is always kind of funny, actually. Sometimes it could be interesting, sometimes it can be a pain. This is pretty narrow, even with this folded up like this. Like, look at the space we have. Not very much. There's the gate into the other one. Give way. doing so. Actually, I don't think they're... oh, I bet you it was down the other side. But we'll keep going on here, just so you get another quick little view of the rest of the farm here. Why isn't there another gate? Like, really? Oh, here's the entrance. Good. So, yeah, there's lots of little things to discover in this map, it looks like. It's very large. Well, not very large, but it's large for an English map. And, well done from the looks of it. If you haven't, if you want to take a look at this map, I got it from FS-UK. That's where I got it from. Better open this gate up. As you can see, we have to open and close gates and all that jazz. We don't have to close them technically, but that probably would be helpful. Alright. Well, let's back up here a little bit. Unfold this header. Do we have enough space over there? Probably not. Nope, doesn't look like it. So we're going to have to drive into the crop a little bit there. There we go. Which is what happens in real life sometimes. You try to avoid it as much as possible, but sometimes you just don't have the space to actually get into the field itself without driving on the crop a little bit. Obviously, you don't make a habit of it, but it is sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Alright, so let's just back up and turn this guy on. Have to unfold the harvester, of course. Very important to do. I don't know, I always forget it. I don't know, I always forget to do that. Alright, let's take a turn around here. There we go. And what we'll do is we will leave that gate open for the time being, because if we don't, we're going to have to open it and close it all over again. So, yeah, this is... Oh, that straw texture's even changed. Look at that. Looks a little different. I forget this is a... Yeah, it's barley, that's why. I don't know why, but every time I see barley texture, it always throws me off. I'm like, oh, it looks so different. I'm like, nope, that's just barley. Oh, my goodness. Oh, jeez. Alright, so, once again, this is Chellington. I'm going to stop it there for the time being, or else I will just harvest the whole field like I normally do it. But I'll leave it there for now. If you'd like to see a few more episodes on this, I can't guarantee a crazy long series, because it's just not my style of map, but I'll play a little bit on it. If you'd like to see a little bit more on this map, let me know. Leave a comment below. My name's Iain Robson. This has been Farming Simulator 2015. And if you enjoyed yourself, why don't you go ahead and hit that share button? I'd really appreciate that. Catch you guys later.